Hi, friends and yogis. Jenny Wise here from WiseMind Soul Warrior. I am taking a quick moment to jump on here and do a pop-up letting go and self-love meditation. So if you have a couple minutes, 15, 20 minutes to just find a comfortable seat and join me, I invite you to join us for this guided meditation and little mini sadhana practice. And if you're watching this on a replay, then find a place where you're not driving and you can sit still and listen to a guided meditation. So again, I want to invite you to find a comfortable seat, whether that be seated in an easy seat like what I'm doing right now. It could be just sit down on a chair, on your couch. Just find a moment. If you have 15 to 20 minutes here organically to find a place for a guided meditation. And this is going to be a guided meditation on letting go and self-love. And so this will take you through just a mini sadhana practice. Normally we would be doing breath work before we get into our guided meditation, or we would be doing a mantra or a mudra or other tools of the mind that we like to call in yoga psychology. And so again, this is just a mini practice to take you through what it's like in a full sadhana practice. So take a moment, close the eyes or have a soft gaze. So our life is filled with too much business, too much hurrying, too much stress. Maybe it's the busy syndrome for you. Maybe you're a stressaholic. Maybe you are a stressaholic, a workaholic. Maybe you don't know how to be. You don't know how to be still. Maybe you always have to be doing something. So just take a moment and let go of that. I invite you to just take these next few moments for yourself, for your own self-care, to just be still. So we have so many different devices, right, including our phones and our computers, that are vying for our attention. It can be a ring, a buzz, a blink, a vibration, a flag, a badge. So just for a moment, turn those off outside of obviously listening to my voice. And I invite you at some point through the weekend to maybe just place your phone down for 30 minutes. Maybe it's for an hour, or maybe you actually go as far as going to a restaurant and leaving your phone at home. So I invite you to consider that at some point so that you can practice the mindfulness principle of letting go and just being rather than doing. So your body might be tense right now from too much caffeine. Maybe you've had 2 or 3 cups of coffee, maybe too much anxiety, maybe, a sense that you have to move all the time, that you have to be in movement rather than stillness. So just take a moment here and let go of all of that, to just quiet the mind and to sit in stillness. So emotions move through the body, each seeming crucial or compelling. Emotions being energy in motion. We learn this in WiseMind Soul Warrior about each emotion has a frequency. The frequency of guilt or shame or anger is different from the frequency of peace and gratitude and self-confidence. So we invite you, as these emotions are simply physical sensations, again, emotions being energy in motion, that there's an electrical current, there's an electrical pulse, an actual hertz measurement with each emotion that we have. There's actually a science of emotion. So you don't need to do anything right now. just for a moment, let those emotions be. Again, just for a moment, let those emotions be. So just take a moment here. And the thoughts may rattle through your head in a never-ending stream of words or thoughts, but these thoughts are nothing but sounds in your mind. You don't need to do anything with them right now. Just for a moment, let them be. So I invite you to become a master of your mind, a master of your thoughts. When we change our thoughts, we change our life. So the mind is like a band of wild horses. We have to be the guard at the gate of our mind. We have to become a samurai mind. And so I invite you to have this sense of freedom that you can have the power over your thoughts. You can renew the mind, you can restore the mind, and that you have the power. You are empowered to do that. You can choose your emotions, you can choose your behaviors, you can choose your thoughts. And so when we imagine as a thought comes into the mind, we put a positive or negative spin on that thought. We create the negative or positive prana, that ray of prana, as the thought enters in. And so, again, I invite you to retrain the mind so that you are having a different perception, a different lens, a different mindset. So there is an urgent sense that you must do something, that there are actions that you have to take. But you will be able to get things done in a little while. It's not going to take you but a moment to go through this guided meditation. So just take a moment for yourself here, for your own self-care, and just be here in the moment. Again, if anything else arises in your experience, that too is just content. You don't need to do anything about it right now, just in the moment, let it be. So again, we practice something called witness mind. So we're simply just observing thoughts and emotions. We're noticing what comes to the surface. And it allows us to acknowledge the wounds that need to be healed and the things that need more what we call inner soul work, inner healing work. Maybe it's something from your family of origin or from generational trauma that's been passed down that needs to be healed. And so we invite you to just witness the thoughts and emotions, just being curious about what comes to the surface, because what does come to the surface is meant to. So we simply just acknowledge it. We don't judge it. We don't have any expectations of our meditation practice. It just is. So if any insights, visions, feelings, communications, memories, or other experiences arise, that's fine. This is just part of the process. It's just content. It's just part of your story. You don't need to do anything about it right now. Again, just for the moment, let it be. So at any point you like what you're doing on purpose, or you feel like you're doing something on purpose, just let it be. So I want you to just imagine yourself, again, letting go of any thought patterns that aren't serving you. So when something comes in around an expectation of meditation or your inner critic voice that is telling you you're wasting time by sitting here listening to a guided meditation or actually taking the time to sit still, I invite you to just acknowledge that resistance, because the ego always will give us resistance when we're trying to change, and especially when we're trying to create a meditation practice. Again, the ego is like And the mind is like a band of wild horses, and the mind likes to be in control. And so it will push back when we try to be the guard at the gate of our mind. When we try to renew the mind, it will push back with resistance. And so, again, I invite you, as you listen to the replay, as you hear this guided meditation, to know that especially when you're a beginner meditator, or when you try to come back into a meditation practice, the ego and the mind is going to push back with resistance. That is 100% natural. And we push our way through that resistance. So again, moving into letting go of the inner critic voice, letting go of perfectionism, letting go of self-sabotage, letting go of people-pleasing, letting go of the workaholic. We invite you to tune into self-love. So again, notice the breath without trying to change it. Notice if you feel tense or if you're feeling relaxed, and without trying to change that either. So we inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, and continue to take deep, full breaths. And through the nose and out the mouth, as you breathe, create an awareness of the state of the body and the quality of the mind. Where in the body are you holding tension? Do you feel closed off emotionally? And where is your mind? Where is your mind? Is it wandering, or is it at home within the breath? Is your mind at ease, or is it filled with restlessness or doubt or overwhelm? So if your mind is filled with overwhelm, I invite you again to tap into being calm in the chaos, to be building a legacy of peace, and to practice what we call witness mind. You just observe the thoughts and emotions. You can watch them as they're floating by like clouds. You can imagine a Chinese lit lantern flowing off into the sky. Again, we're just observing those thoughts and emotions. Maybe you start to really focus on the breath, on each inhalation and each exhalation. The spot right below your nose and above the lip, you can actually start to feel the inhalation and exhalation. I invite you to place your hands actually on your heart. Continue to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, and ask yourself, how does it feel to place your hands in this tender area, this place where I experience love for myself and for others? So I want you to imagine this sense of unconditional love in your heart space, what we call the anahata in yoga, or the soul, the Atman, our core being, our authentic self is our soul. So I invite you to imagine this white light around the heart space, this healing light, this emulating. Maybe it's a rose gold light, and it's this sense of healing. It's this sense of strength, this sense of being empowered. And you can imagine maybe the arms coming out, that white light, our anahata has wings that comes out to the hands, and it reaches out our heart space. The science of the heart actually electromagnetically puts out more energy than our brain, our heart space. And so there's actually a science around the heart. And so that's why healing the heart and any blockages, any past discretions, any past traumas, any past hurts or emotions, releasing those is so important. And that's what yoga psychology and somatic mind body yoga therapy does, allows us to release that. So I invite you, imagine this breath coming from the base of the spine, white light up to the crown, and exhaling from the crown to the base of the spine. Inhaling, imagine the white light from the base to the crown, exhaling from the crown to the base. One more time, inhale from the base to the crown, exhale from the crown to the base. Coming back to that white light, the Atman, the soul, just imagining that unconditional love coming into the heart space for yourself and for others. Let the breath become smooth and effortless and begin to breathe in and breathe out through the nose. So we're sealing the lips and feel the flow of the air moving in through the lungs and then back out into the world, this unconditional love. And then with each exhale, imagine you releasing any negative thought patterns that may be lingering in your mind and continue to focus on your breath. On each inhale, I am worthy. On each exhale, I am enough. On each inhale, I am worthy. On each exhale, I am enough. On each inhale, I am worthy. On each exhale, I am enough. And let each inhale draw in self-love, and each exhale release what is no longer serving you, letting go of the inner critic voice, letting go of the inner mean girl, letting go of the taskmaster that tells us we don't do enough, letting go of the imposter syndrome of who do you think you are. So take a few moments to just breathe and recite that mantra internally and notice how you feel when you say these words to yourself. Breathing in, I am enough. Breathing out, I am worthy. So take a moment here for those mantras. I am worthy, I am enough. And if your mind wanders at any point, know that that's okay. That's completely natural. The default mode network part of our brain is the part of the brain that creates monkey mind. And studies have been done 50% of the time, the mind will wander. It will jump from one thing to the next 50% of the time. So it's the nature of the mind to wander. Simply bring your attention back to the breath. Notice how the thoughts come and go, whether positive or negative, and simply allow them to pass by like clouds floating by, maybe as a wave coming in, a wave coming out. Again, there is no attachment to those thoughts. We don't give power to thoughts. We simply notice, we simply observe your witness mind. Now visualize yourself standing in front of a mirror and looking to your own eyes. What do you see? Do you see love? Do you see joy? Regardless what happens in the reflection, tell yourself, I love you. You are beautiful. You are worthy of happiness. Know that what you see in the mirror in this moment may be different from what you see the next time you look. So again, looking in the mirror and 100% with unconditional love saying, I love you. Looking in the mirror saying you are worthy of happiness. You are enough. You are beautiful. Some of my clients, I've even told them to tell themselves they are a child of God and seeing themselves through God's eyes. And through God's eyes, we are perfectly imperfect. So if that helps you to imagine yourself as a child of God, this perfectly imperfect creation, I invite you to imagine envisioning that. So imagine now that you breathe into your heart, visualize love pouring out of your hands and into your heart. That white light, that healing light, rose gold light. And let the warm love permeate you in your heart center, filling the rest of the body. And feel a sense of comfort and calm traveling through your chest, into your neck, and your head, into your shoulders, your arms, your hands, down into the ribs, the belly, the legs, and feet. So again, from the crown of the head, the whole way to the base of the spine, imagine yourself being filled with this healing white light. And allow a sensation of warmth to fill from the head to the toe. Breathe here and know that love is always available to you whenever you need it. This is a beautiful opportunity to learn something new about yourself and tune in to your physical and emotional and spiritual needs. Let self-love enable you to build a strong relationship with yourself and allow yourself to fully show up in your life, for your loved ones, and for yourself. To tune in to the soul, the Atman, and to do the deep inner soul work. We invite you to do the soul work. We invite you to take soul aligned action of your soul's purpose for a time such as this. So again, breathing into the heart space, mindful self-compassion. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. May I live with ease and beingness. May I be kind and gentle to myself. And imagine taking a vow to yourself, a sankalpa, a promise to yourself. Maybe the vow is, may I be patient with myself when I make mistakes. May I be mindfully and consciously kind and gentle to myself when I don't meet the expectations I put on myself. May I let go of my perfectionism. May I let go of my need to do, of my need for busyness. I am peace. I am joy. I am love. I am gratitude. I am mindful self-compassion. I am loving awareness. So with that, I invite you to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth as we close out this meditation. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Bringing the hands to the forehead for positive, loving, peaceful thoughts. To the mouth for kind words for yourself and for others. And to the heart, the anahata, the atman, the soul, for unconditional love, for healing of the heart and the soul. We invite you to do the inner soul work, the inner healing, to create a legacy of peace, to create calm in the chaos, to heal the generational trauma and patterns that have been passed down to you in your family of origin. We invite you to step into healing those patterns that are no longer serving you. Bring your hands to your forehead, namaste. So for those of you that watch this replay, I want to invite you to a custom yoga psychology and wellness consultation. So we are running these tomorrow and Monday for WiseMind Soul Warrior, but also it's a free chance to talk to me to make any recommendation based on any program. It could be a self-paced program, it could be a fully guided program. So there is no pressure. And so I want to just take a moment to let you know that our doors are closing on Monday at 12 midnight Pacific Standard Time. But most importantly, we're here to support you in whatever way we can for your mental wellness, for your physical wellness. And so that's why we are offering a 14-day gut detox as a bonus with our WiseMind Soul Warrior program. So we have over, I think it's something like $7,500 in bonuses. And I'm going to put the page in the comments. So again, if you have not spoken with me, I have done a ton of consultations. Just know that there is no obligation. It's 100% free. I'm here in support, but these one-on-one consultations that I'm doing that is a customized conversation with you, I won't be doing on a regular basis. So this is a limited time. I don't usually set up time on the weekend or even on a regular basis for me to do one-on-ones right now outside of people that are part of our inner circle or part of WiseMind Soul Warrior. So again, no pressure here. I just want to make you aware of that. So I'm going to put the link in the comments. And if you have any questions, feel free to message us. So I'm going to put it here. It is WiseMind Soul Warrior.com. I put that there correctly. That is the website. You can schedule a consultation from there. Again, it is a wellness for physical and mental health, yoga psychology. If you're struggling with chronic fatigue or depression, anxiety, stress, burnout, if you're struggling with perfectionism or a loud inner critic voice, self sabotage, being a workaholic, relationships, pretty much again, it's an open dialogue of me listening to the struggles that you're having right now, where you are in your healing journey, what you've tried so far, what has not worked or worked for you, and then how you can go deeper into your healing and transformation. That's pretty much what the conversation is. And then we're going to talk about where you want to be 6 to 12 months from now and what I would recommend for you to get there. And that's pretty much it. So I have a lot of conversations with people, for example, that have tried talk therapy or they've tried other things, or they might be on medications, and I simply just share with them what I've done in my own personal journey and also what I've done with other students. And that's pretty much it. So I'm sending you guys so much love, light, and blessing. And I look forward to connecting with you. And I'm super excited because we have lots of women that have already shown up for themselves and are joining us. So I invite you to be part of WiseMind Soul Warrior. And I can't wait to see you all on the inside. Namaste.